love is so hard and relationships are so complicated and difficult. Why don't we teach people? I mean, literally teach people how to be married or how to be in a relationship.
Well, that's what Tori and Terry do. That's what your studies have been based on, Dr. Sean, because a lot of people feel that this is something that they should develop innately. But in fact, I think we need to have the wisdom to understand that we can learn from failed relationships. We can learn from successful relationships. We can learn from the relationships that other people, famous people, not so famous people have had. That's why I don't think we learned our lesson with regard to COVID-19. We saw what was going on in all these other countries, yet we stuck our heads in the sand and made a lot of the same mistakes they made initially, but didn't learn from their progress. So when we look at successful couples, when we have Terry and Tori who are modeling for people, not just teaching them, not just worshiping and praising with them, but actually are walking and living models, role models. If we don't listen to them, if we don't watch them, if we don't hear what they're saying, then we find ourselves making the same mistakes over and over again, because it is a science. It is complicated, and we have to learn the pieces of the puzzle. Not everyone is as lucky to fall into something or circumstance, but if you learn how to dance to the music of love, then certainly you will be able to find that romance, the overtures of love.
You know, Dr. Jeff, your answer, because it included a sociological aspect, is right in line with where I want to go. Because I'm wondering, and we teach science, we teach math, we teach literature. Is our society so completely loveless, so devoted to desire and sexuality that we do not make it a part of a curriculum because this culture does not value love?
Well, they certainly didn't in the old world, and now we're in the new world. And I think people are finding out that we can't be a divided nation. We have to work together. We can't be a divided house. We have to work together. We can't be divided couples. We have to make it work. So it's really important that we learn to rely on one another and understand that love is important, respect is important, romance is important. Intimacy is an extension of the love that you feel for someone else and not just the one-night stand. Now we're being forced to date.
Hello.
You know, now we're being forced to spend time to get to know the other person. Now now we have the time to learn our values and what's really important about loving ourselves so that we can learn to love that person who will become our soulmate. Now we believe in soulmates. You know, loneliness and social distancing can really begin to teach you the importance of having a soulmate.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Terry, I'm coming, but I want to ask Dr. Jeff one more question. Just a subtle change of direction. Dr. Jeff, what are some of the most common misconceptions that couples have when they start to enter into relationship with each other?
I think one of the biggest ones, Dr. Sean, is that everything goes in a certain pattern of a straight line. And what we're learning is it's not a straight line. Some days you're going to love one another. Some days you're not going to, I wouldn't say despise one another. Some days you're not going to like one another. But the important thing is to stay in that a certain pattern of a straight line. And what we're learning is it's not a straight line. Some days you're going to love one another. Some days you're not going to, I wouldn't say despise one another. Some days you're not going to like one another. But the important thing is to stay in that marriage, that you're talking to someone else, especially someone who now you're feeling attracted to be able to work out what your relationship is. All your secrets, all that intimacy stays within the relationship.
Dr. Jeff, I'm gonna cut you off because I gotta get to Tori and Terry, but I got one more quick follow. Give me a concise answer to this. What's the craziest thing you ever heard a couple say?
Darling, I hate you because I love you so much.
That is that is crazy. Tori and Terry, I gotta leave Dr. Jeff alone.